Live from the Fitzgerald Theater in downtown St. Paul, welcome to the Minnesota Varsity Showcase concert. My name is John Burge. I host the morning show on Classical MPR, and it is my pleasure and really my honor to be here every year introducing these incredible young performers. They are inspiring talents. I was reading an interview in People magazine with a music teacher. People magazine does not usually have interviews with music teachers unless their last name is Kardashian. This one was not named Kardashian, but first let me tell you what he said. He was describing one of his students. He was at the band room door at 8 a.m. sharp every day, waiting to be let in. He was a seriously smart kid. He just got music. Even from that early age, he was so shy until he picked up an instrument, that is. His eyes would light up, and when he played music, it just seemed like he was a different person altogether. Well, that's former Bryant Junior High School music teacher Jimmy Hamilton talking about his student, Prince Rogers Nelson. That's the power of music. You can read that interview on our website, classicalmpr.org, and we posted another one that got a lot of hits and a lot of attention. How should Minnesota honor Prince? Fund music education. Not a bad idea. Well, we're going to honor music education and these talented kids every year. We do Minnesota Varsity. We ask for submissions. We got 100 this year. And then we narrow that down to a feature round and finally the showcase round. 5 performers, 2 composers. The first of our performers is a 16-year-old clarinetist from Northfield, Minnesota.
My name is Peterson. I'm a clarinet player. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Northfield, Minnesota. I'm playing the Concertino for clarinet by Carl Maria Lindweber. When I was in 6th grade, I had seen Stanley Drucker, the principal clarinetist of the New York Phil, play it on YouTube. And I thought, wow, it became my favorite piece immediately. And I said, I want to play this with an orchestra someday. And I was obsessed with it, so I printed it out one morning. And that was the first time my parents had to tell me to stop practicing. And I've been playing it ever since I've been in 6th grade. It's been a work in progress for 5 years. It hasn't been the only piece I've been playing for 5 years. I like the piece because it's very operatic. When you play it, it's supposed to sound like an opera. You're supposed to, be a soprano, you're supposed to be a bass, you're supposed to be all these types of voices. The confoco, that was the part that caught my attention most about the piece when I first heard it. It has what I like to call fireworks, very fast passages. I like playing fast. What I would like the audience to listen to for this piece is the amount of dynamic contrast that I add to it. I have filled it to the brim with dynamics in every single measure, and I think to truly make a piece great, you need to make every single measure as musical as possible, if not every single note. I think it was around 1st grade, I had my first public performance in church, and that's when I kind of discovered that I liked performing. I kind of got bit by the performance bug. It's one of the hardest disciplines I think classical music is. It requires so much attention to detail. You cannot simply gloss over any phrase. I consider myself a very big perfectionist, and I think music has become such a big part of my life right now. I cannot really let go of it. I feel like if I was to let go of it, a huge part of my life would be missing. As my dad always says, find what you love and trick someone into paying you to do it.
Please welcome Peterson.